Heading to North America for the 2026 FIFA World Cup? Get ready for an epic tournament, but remember this crucial fact. It's 3 countries with 3 totally different border rules. Forgetting this could ruin your trip. So here are the 5 things you absolutely must do before you book that flight. If your first stop is Canada, if your World Cup journey starts in Toronto or Vancouver, you need to head straight to the official Government of Canada website. Check if your passport requires a visitor visa or an ETA. What's an ETA? It stands for Electronic Travel Authorization. Most travelers who are visa exempt and arriving by air will need one. You apply for it online, it's usually quick and inexpensive, but you have to get it approved before you even think about boarding your plane. US citizens are exempt, but many other nationalities need it. Don't get caught out. Now let's talk about the United States. Even if you're already in Canada cheering on your team, entering the US is a completely separate process. They have their own rules. If your passport is from a country in the visa waiver program, you must have an approved ESTA before you travel. And I'm not just talking about flying in. US Customs and Border Protection, or CBP, is advising everyone, even those crossing by land, to apply for their ESTA well in advance. If your nationality isn't eligible for ESTA, you'll need to apply for a B1-B2 visitor visa at a US embassy or consulate in your home country, and that can take months. So plan ahead. When you arrive, a CBP officer might ask for your travel plans and will issue or update your I-94 arrival record. Remember, getting into Canada doesn't automatically get you into the USA. Next stop, Mexico. Maybe you're starting in Guadalajara or finishing the tournament in Mexico City. Mexico is fantastic and allows many nationalities to enter visa-free for up to 180 days as a tourist. But here's the key. Entry is always at the discretion of the immigration officer at the airport. They have the final say. Also, Mexico is in the process of rolling out a new electronic authorization system for air travelers, similar to an ETA or ESTA. This system is being updated ahead of 2026, so you must check the official Mexican government or consulate website for the latest requirements for your nationality before you fly. And don't forget the FMM, or tourist card. Many airports now require you to fill this out online before you arrive. So, to be clear, that's 3 countries, and 3 separate checks you need to make. All right, let's talk about what to have ready no matter which border you're crossing. At any of the 3 borders, Canadian, American, or Mexican, the immigration officer can ask to see several documents. First, your passport, which must be valid for your entire stay. They'll also want to see proof of your trip, like your match tickets or a detailed travel itinerary. You'll also need proof of sufficient funds to support yourself, and a return or onward ticket showing you plan to leave. Also, be aware that from late 2025, the US will likely be using biometric face scans for entry and exit at major airports. Now, here's the most important thing to understand. Having a visa, an ETA, or an ESTA does not guarantee your entry. It's just permission to travel. The final decision is always made by the officer at the port of entry. All 3 governments state this clearly on their official websites. So, how do you put this all together and avoid a travel nightmare? The biggest mistake fans will make in 2026 is booking flights like Toronto to New York to Mexico City as if it's one domestic journey. It's not. That's 3 international border crossings, each with its own screening. The smart and safe way to plan is to get your documents in order first. First, figure out your Canadian entry requirements and get your ETA or visa. Second, figure out your US requirements and get your ESTA or visa. Third, check the latest Mexican requirements and get your e-visa or FMM sorted. Only after you have all your necessary travel authorizations approved should you buy your flights and book your hotels. This strategy ensures you don't get turned away at the airport because you're missing one crucial piece of paper. I know that's a lot of information, but getting it right is key to an amazing World Cup experience. I'll put all the official links for Canada's ETA, the US ESTA, and Mexico's entry information directly in the description below, so you can check them yourself. Planning ahead is your best play. Thanks for watching, have an incredible time at the games, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more essential travel tips.